Okay, so here, number 21, I think is going to be our main rival, if I remember correctly. But this was my third race, and I immediately try and get past 25 because I know she's going to be slow. She slows me down quite a bit. I think it's a she. I get past her eventually, but I've been passed by another person in a light blue shirt. He goes wide. I try and get in, but he comes back on the track right in front of me, which is not ideal because I know I'm fast here. But they're waving yellow flags, so it's the first lap, and they don't want you going flat out. So I wasn't. I was going about 75%. Here, I lifted off there, and then I braked quite early into this last corner. So this is my last race of the day, so I decided, hey, you know what, let's just focus. So I need to get past this guy in the light blue shirt really quickly. However, you know, that doesn't quite work out on this turn here, and they're waving yellow flags again, so I slow down just to make sure I don't, like, you know, pile onto someone. The guy in the light blue shirt goes wide, slides, so I have a good exit here as well. This cart was really fast, accelerating up this hill, so we get a good run around the outside and pull off a nice clean move here. And then this guy in the red shirt is Grandpa, and he put on his helmet backwards, which I found quite funny. We get past him really easily there. And now it's back to us in 21, so we're chasing after number 21. I know I'm faster. I get a good entrance, but slide a little on exit. These two S's, I do quite well going through. And then number 21 again, he's just about the same distance, but they're waving yellow flags, so I slow down a little bit, let him get away, because he's just, I don't know what was wrong with him, he just couldn't slow down for the life of him. And then he gets a really nice entrance and exit here in this last corner. I don't. So he checks out a little more. We get a really nice entrance turn here. So I slow down here because they're waving yellow flags. And there's a culprit. Someone's stuck in the wall, which is never good to see. Luckily, they were okay. But going off of that, I'm now catching 21 at a rate of knots, and he goes wide. He's creating his own track, which actually loses him time. I don't think he realized. So we go flat out to here just like him, but our line's a little tighter, so we gain even more speed. Also, this car is really, really fast in a straight line, and the turns. It was just an overall great kart. I try and dive down the inside here, but unfortunately, just too far away. He slides, I don't, so we gain even more time. And then this is my friend Cooper up ahead, who was struggling. This is his first time racing, so he holds up 21. We're now really close to him. If he gets a bad turn, that's it. He's gone behind us. But he's also super close to Cooper. He goes, I think, on the outside of Cooper here. Yeah, we go on the inside. Cooper slams the door. Number 21 gets past. Nice clean move there. But then Cooper gets a really good run here. Number 21 does see him, and still, no matter what, slams the door. Kudos to Cooper for catching that. That was really good. And then 21 spins and then starts bashing his cart, which I found really funny. And then the guy in the light blue shirt also spins. So that's a position gain for us. Number 21 finally behind us, but there's still Cooper ahead. Oh wait, never mind, not for long. He also spins. So now we are ahead. There's no one in front of us, which was really good for me because it meant I didn't have to focus on passing anyone. I could just focus on, you know, putting in some good laps. Unfortunately, though, we only had like 8 minutes of good, clean running here, which meant that I really couldn't do many good laps. I slide here, but it doesn't even matter because I had to weave around the guy who spun, so this lap wouldn't have been good anyways. However, we are catching this lady in front of me. I try and go past her. She shuts the door, which I found really annoying, and then she slams the door again, so I have to just stomp on the brakes, make sure I don't crash into her, because that's the last thing I want. So here I slow down and try and get a good exit so I can get a good fast start to the next lap. And I think this was definitely my fastest lap of the race. Going into turn 1, it's almost flat out. I lift a little bit to not catch this guy going through the corner. He lets me by, thank you. And then we go down the hill. Nice clean corner. Probably could have gone wider there. can gain more time. But this is really just chill up the hill until this corner here. This corner is almost flat out. You don't use any brakes there. Use the entire track, cut in over the crest, and then here you keep your line as tight as possible, going through the S chicane there, which really isn't a chicane. Maybe I should call it the isn't chicane. And then going in here, you brake a little early, let the car coast, use the grip that you get, maybe drift the car a little bit, get on the power early, and go through the S's full power. And then here you want to stay a little over to the center line, use the entire track going on exit, and then you turn in sharply, stay flat out going on this off-camber corner here, which is probably one of the easier corners actually. And then here, this is one of the tougher corners because if you get the braking wrong, you're in the wall. Slide a little bit. That was not a very good corner for me, but nevertheless, the rest of the lap was still good enough to get me. I think it was a 71 second lap around here. And then here I decided, hey, you know what, there's no one ahead of me, let's push. So I push a little too hard here, I think. Yep, and I spin. Unfortunately, number 21 gets past me. I try and let him through, but unfortunately this car, again, so quick that I just end up being faster than him, so I have to let off the throttle to let him through. And so we have to do all that work over again. And he's also making his own line again, which I don't know why, but he lost time there. So I had a really nice exit to that corner right behind us. Now we go through the isn't chicane. Really nice. We're gaining. Too far back to make a move. Anywho, we go through that, through this 90-degree hairpin. Really nice there, exit and the S's. So we're now right on the back of him. They're waving the checkered flag, which means last lap. But I know this lap isn't going to be good for me, so I lift off. But this guy goes on the outside, around, almost on the track, passes two people. I would never have done that. That's just not my style of driving, and also I just don't think it would be safe for anyone on the track. But I think that was a really good lap for him. He was quite fast, even though we caught up to him. So this is pretty much the end of the race. So unfortunately on that last lap we did spin, but the rest of the race, that one lap was good enough to get us a 71, which was a P2.